story, and we need to point out that you did agree to send a number of sailors to this church, right, despite your concerns?
Well, I advertised the church, but I didn't think sailors should be ordered to attend. The Admiral ordered scores of on-duty sailors to pretend to worship in uniform in front of the TV cameras at a pro-gay church. And when I couldn't support that, 3 senior chaplains advised my commanding officer to discipline me and document my non-support against me as a performance deficiency.
And they did discipline. What happened?
Well, he wrote me a letter of instruction. I was later transferred ashore, and now they're trying to end my active duty career after 14 years.
Now, I would think when you put on the uniform of the United States military as a chaplain that you somehow agree to be somewhat ecumenical. Would you agree to that?
84% of my crew agreed that I facilitate for all denominations, regardless of faith or belief. I care for all sailors. In fact, I was also disciplined for trying to get kosher meals for one of my Jewish sailors. And then when 2 senior chaplains advised that I was causing a stir, and my commanding officer documented my advocacy for this Jewish sailor against me again as a performance deficiency.
Why would they have a problem with that?
Well, they said I was causing a stir, but later on, when the sailor didn't have enough food, he lost 17 pounds. And
this was while he was on board the ship that you were the chaplain for?
Yes, and he's still on that ship, and he's requested a best interest of the service discharge, and they're holding him on the ship.
Have you ever been disciplined for the contents of your sermons?
Yes, I preached an evangelical sermon at an optionally attended service in the base chapel. It was advertised as a Christian memorial service that honored the faith of one of my deceased sailors, who was a member of my flock. And in that sermon, I said, "You must be born again." I said, "Jesus Christ is the way to heaven." And 2 senior chaplains advised my commanding officer to discipline me for that. They said, "You can't say that in the base chapel because it's not inclusive and it might offend people." Well, they're enforcing Harvard Seminary's Unitarian Universalist beliefs against my bishop's beliefs.
You mentioned that because you believe that the problem exists before chaplains even get to the fleet, that it happens in the Navy's chaplaincy program at Harvard. Yes. Is that what you're saying?
Well, the Naval Chaplain School teaches the lectures on pluralism at the chaplain school, and they actually refer to Harvard Seminary's model as the official government model. They give government endorsement to that denomination over all other denominations. In fact, they have an exercise there where they say you're not supposed to pray in Jesus' name. They have clipboards, and they have evaluators who evaluate your prayers, and they praise you if you pray just to God, but if you pray in Jesus' name, they counsel you. They give you counseling. In fact, the chaplain school director spoke with my commanding officer and said I was an immature chaplain. And my commanding officer used that recommendation from the chaplain school director as grounds to remove me from active duty.
What happens next? Are you going to file legal action?
I have not yet filed any lawsuits. I'm just asking for a simple apology and let them move on with their career, let me move on with my career. But if they don't want to apologize, then I'll have to consider other options.
Do you think that it's been worth all the trouble that to be a chaplain? Would you rather just be a pastorate in a local church somewhere? I
love the Navy. I want to stay in the Navy. I want to keep serving sailors. I've given my life to these sailors. I just hope that the senior leaders will let me continue to do that. You know, over 60 evangelical chaplains have filed a class action lawsuit citing religious discrimination problems just like this. And in every instance, the Navy Inspector General went in and found nothing wrong. Well, I don't see that there's nothing wrong. I think this is a widespread problem. A lot of chaplains have complained about it, and we need congressional oversight.
Lieutenant Gordon James Klingenschmitt, thank you for being with us.
Thank you, Lee. It's an honor to be here.
And we'll be right back after this.
CBN News can be seen daily on the 700 Club.